Hey guys, it's me Simo Orahara, and in this video, we will discuss some of Kubo's new answers related to several topics that I find worthy of discussion. We will talk about whether Arrancars experience changes in appearance due to aging or if other factors determine these changes. Additionally, we will touch upon a topic related to Akon and his Zanpakuto and his potential role in the Hell Arc. But before we start guys, I need your reaction. Don't forget to support this video by your likes and comments to increase its reach so other fans can watch it. And as always, big thanks to the ones who support Simo, either the memberships of my channel or on Patreon. Thank you guys so much. So, in one of the questions directed to Kubo, they asked him about the human form of the Arrancars and whether this human appearance changes with age or remains constant unless influenced by external factors, as in the case with Nell. Kubo answered with an important point, stating that changes can occur within a few years or over hundreds of years. Therefore, this matter guys is more related to the mental state and reaction of the Arrancar than to aging. So, as it appears, both the fans' question and Kubo's answer highlight several important points. The most significant one is whether Arrancars age and thus exhibit signs of aging. Kubo's answer was no, that's not the case and that's not how it works. The matter is not related to the human life cycle, which is the basis of this question, but rather to the mental state of the Arrancar and their reaction. Aging, it can be said as a secondary factor, not primary factor, as Kubo mentioned. So these appearance changes can occur in a few years or over hundreds of years, and ultimately it depends on the nature of the Arrancar itself. Unfortunately, we don't have many examples of Hollows who lived as Arrancars for hundreds of years. I believe only Stark and Elikura naturally became Arrancars before Aizen discovered them. In Stark's flashback, we saw Stark and lineage with their broken masks as Arrancars. We don't know how long they remained in that state before meeting Aizen, as their appearance didn't seem to change. But in the end, as Kubo mentioned, unless there was a change in their mental state or reaction, there won't be a significant change. It could happen in a few years or hundreds of years, but due to mental state or reaction. However, I would be happy to see the true form of Stark and lineage as a single body Arrancar. As for Elikura, we can say the same thing. We don't know when he met Aizen as Arrancar. In Elikura's past chapter, he broke his mask at the end, so we don't know how long he spent alone before Aizen found him. The only clear case of appearance change is Nell. It can be said that her mental state and reaction changes were the reasons for her appearance change. It is possible that the sudden change in reaction shrunk her body and affected her mental state, making her unable to remember her true identity and taking on the persona of a little girl. What Kubo said about Arrancars reminds me of Shinigami. The funny thing guys here, this question was previously asked to Kubo about Shinigami, but he avoided answering, saying that he might talk about it in a fanbook. Regarding Arrancars, Kubo mentioned the importance of mental state and reaction. When talking about Shinigami, unlike Arrancars, we have many cases of characters who lived for centuries without knowing exactly how they aged, such as Yamamoto and Unohana. Yamamoto's appearance changed significantly after 1,000 years, while Unohana remained the same. So I'm starting to think about the Ryato theory. It seems like the most likely reason for the difference in Shinigami appearance despite their similar ages. It could be something else, but who knows, Kubo until now doesn't want to answer this question. Anyway guys, let's stay with the Arrancar but with another question about their appearance form from a different angle. Although I don't fully understand the question of this fan, but I will present it to you anyway. So he probably thinking or asking about the human form of the Arrancar. Is it belong to the original Hollow that was devoured when they became a menace, or is it the form of the humans they attacked randomly? So Kubo answered that the human form pertains to the form of the predator or the dominant one. And since we're talking about the Arrancar's appearance and whether it changes or if it takes its human form from a specific Hollow or a human soul, I believe if Zailoapuro's past was ever adapted, it would provide us many answers regarding this topic. I'm talking about the past that is found in Spirits Are Forever With You, because I believe Zailoapuro is the only Espada from whom we have information about his human life, how he lived as a human in the real world. His past depicts his human life and the horrific crimes he committed through inhuman experiments on prisoners brought to him by his brother until he became a Hollow and reached his stage in the story. Therefore, if we were able to see the human life or the human form of Zailoapuro, it would confirm Kubo's last answer about the dominant Hollow taking a human form when it becomes an Arrancar. Anyway guys, that's for the topic of the Arrancars. Now let's move on to the last question about Akon and his Zanpakuto. Anyone who has read the Hell one-shot saw the scenes of the vice captains fighting and intervening to stop the Hell monsters, and among those who intervened was Akon, who used some of his special chemical techniques in the battle. And based on this, a fan asked Kubo whether Akon has a Zanpakuto, as he believes that only Mayuri has a Zanpakuto in that division. However, Kubo answered that this is not the case, and that Akon possesses a Zanpakuto like the other members of the 12th division. But for me, Akon having a Zanpakuto is not surprising at all. This confirms that many Shinigami possess Zanpakuto but prefer not to fight with them for various reasons, like Yurichi for example, who prefers to fight with Hakuda and Shinko, or Hachigen, who also has Zanpakuto but prefers to use Kido, as well as Akon, who seems to prefer fighting with the techniques we saw in the Hell one-shot. However, I would like to see Zanpakuto in the Hell arc, because I find the Hell arc a suitable opportunity for Akon's character to shine, especially since Nemo is no longer Mayuri's vice captain. It is enough to know that he was present in the Magus Nest. He appeared in this scene in this sketch, performing a dissection on one of his dolls, and perhaps he was also mad and obsessed with science, like Mayuri's from a young age, which led him to being placed in that prison for some reasons. Afterward, he was released from prison and joined the 12th division with Mayuri when Kiski was the captain. So, because of all of these guys, seeing Akon as a vice captain is a good chance to learn more about his character and also his strength by highlighting the abilities of his Zanpakuto. Therefore, I could say that the Hell arc might reveal new Shikai abilities, such as Akon's Shikai as well as Captain Iba's Shikai and possibly even his Bankai. So it would be exciting to see him, Kira and all the vice captains who haven't shown their Bankai yet. So guys, what do you think about these answers of Kubo regarding the Arrancar and their appearance, and also about Akon's Zanpakuto? Tell me guys in the comments and see you in my next video.